Hey you! In this Bluehost WordPress tutorial, I'll show you how to grab the cheapest plan, how to set up your account, and how to install WordPress. I'll also give you my secret tips and tricks about Bluehost hosting along the way. So, keep watching. Alright, ladies and gents, to follow this WordPress tutorial for beginners, you'll first need a Bluehost WordPress hosting plan. If you already have one, then jump to the next part of the video, but for everyone else, go to the description and click this discount link. This will give you the best WordPress hosting plan discount. I recommend starting with the basic. This will allow us to host one website and give us 10 gigabytes of storage space. Plenty for most types of projects. Oh, and bandwidth here is unmetered with all plans, so you don't need to worry about that. If your website outgrows the basic plan, you can always easily upgrade. Alright, you'll need to create a domain name. Every plan here has a free domain credit, so just type in your business name and pick the extension to see if this combo is available. Or you can skip this step and use a Bluehost subdomain and pick a domain name later on. Next, fill in your personal details and choose a 1-year hosting period to get the lowest monthly price available. Here, remove all the selected add-ons. It's going to reduce the price and we can always add them later on if they're actually needed. Finish the purchase process, confirm your email, and we can start building. So, let's see how to install WordPress on Bluehost. When you log in, you should see this dashboard. This is the main work area that we'll be using. To create WordPress website, click Website, and then add First Website or Add Site if you have something already created. Choose Install WordPress, or you can even transfer your WordPress site from other hosting providers. But let's focus on creating a new site. So in this next step, add your new project's name and click Continue. If you've chosen a domain name in the previous step, select it here. If not, you can just use the temporary domain for now. For this, let's go with the temporary option. Wait until Bluehost finishes installing WordPress and you should see this window. That's it. No, really, you've just installed a fresh WordPress site with Bluehost. It's that easy. That's why I always recommend this provider if you're a complete beginner. Anyway, that's it for the how to install WordPress part. Let's move on. Click the Edit Site button to start the Bluehost and WordPress introductory process. What it means is that you'll have to answer a few questions about your project and Bluehost will tailor the experience to your needs. Let's start the setup. First, pick your experience level. I'll go with never used it. Then choose your market. Whatever it's business, personal, entertainment, and so on. Next, you'll need to add your new website information. Type in the site title and description and upload a logo. I really like that Bluehost gives you this little preview of how this info will look for users browsing. Next, pick one of these free priorities. You want to get either publishing for blogs and personal sites or selling, naturally, for online stores. Now, this whole onboarding is quite new, so there might be some lag here and there, but also, if you watch any other videos that don't include this, they are using old info, and I don't know how much value these can bring. Let's continue. Here you see 7 different templates. Well, okay, not templates, more like different combinations of colors and fonts. You can grab one of these pre-made themes if you are happy with how it looks. Or, if you click here, you can go through the entire design setup. I won't go into details because Bluehost makes it very simple to customize this design. As with nearly everything in Bluehost, you can always return to this setup later on. Pick a template for now, and let's move on. Alright, you should see the plugin selection screen now. And here, I will recommend choosing Yoast, Jetpack, and Coming Soon. The last option will add a coming soon message for your visitors until you're ready to go live. I personally hate when someone is snooping around while I test or build things, So I love that Bluehost allows me to do this straight from the start. Getting back, all that's left is to click Complete Setup, and your WordPress website is ready. Moving on, you should see this Bluehost Hosting WordPress dashboard. Yeah, with Bluehost, you even have a different dashboard, and I love it. First, you get an integrated knowledge base right here. If you need any help, just type what you're looking for. Now, a note, it doesn't work like AI chat models, meaning you can't ask how to change my theme. You have to be direct and just type in change the theme. Next, at the very top, you can see your website status. If you activate the coming soon option, as I suggested, it should be red text. This means it works as intended, and you can click on it once you're ready to go live. But for now, let's look at other parts of your WordPress website. Also, I have to give it to Bluehost. If you want to learn how to build a website or how to work with WordPress, it's probably the best place to start. They offer Bluehost WordPress Academy, a completely free set of courses to help you with every part of your journey. From WordPress basics to structured data for beginners, its clean design and simple approach makes learning just a breeze. Just keep in mind that for some courses, you'll need a Yoast account, but I recommend using the Yoast SEO plugin no matter the site you run, so creating an account is beneficial. Now you can see this little setup. Let's go through it and I'll explain bit by bit how to work with WordPress itself. Select Add New Pages to your site. It will bring you straight to the WordPress page editor. You can type your new title, and here is where your content goes. If you want to add simple text, you can just click and type, but to add other elements, we can click this plus button. You'll see a few of the most used elements, and if you need something specific, you can type its name here. So let's add an image, and then click here to upload an image from your PC. Next, click plus and type in video. Here we can add videos from our media library or insert them straight from the URL. However, if you want to embed a YouTube video, there's a separate element for this platform specifically. But even here, you get something extra from Bluehost. If you click on this green button at the very top, you can use Wonder Blocks. These are pre-made sections that can make the WordPress building process even easier. So let's click it. Then choose the section header. Let's go with this one. Then we're going to add any gallery we like. Finally, let's add the frequently asked questions section, and that's done. Now our page looks completed and professional. Finally, once you're happy with your page design, click here to publish or update it. Then we can click here to see how it actually looks for our viewers. Nice. Okay, so click this button at the very top of your page. And let's go back to the Bluehost dashboard. We still have some steps to complete. For this, we need to upload media to your website. We kind of did this already with page creation, but a few things you should know. You can just drag and drop files to this window, or click here to use the browser upload feature. Also, by default, Bluehost allows you to upload files up to 512 megabytes in size, and it should be enough to keep your websites optimized. Never upload large files without a good reason. If you need to optimize your images, I'll leave a link to a tool I use just for this. Once you've uploaded everything you need, click the Bluehost button here to get back to setup. Now, the last step is connected to your social media accounts. This will include creating a Jetpack account. Of course, you can skip this if you don't need it. However, I recommend setting up because Jetpack also helps you fight off spam and can improve loading speeds. Also, the basic account is completely free, so there's no reason not to get it. The setup is simple. Click here, and then connect your email account to Jetpack. Once that's done, you should see this dashboard. You can see analytics and other info about your website. If you scroll down, you can see that brute force protection is already active, but we also need to set up the Akismet tool. Just click Upgrade, select Connect with Jetpack, and choose Personal Plan. Turn this all the way to $0 and check all these boxes. Then complete the checkout, copy the code you get, jump back to your site, select this button below, enter the code, and that's it. Your site should be protected from spam. Finally, go to the Jetpack dashboard, activate socials, click here, and then connect your social media accounts. So we've completed the introductory setup. Next up in this tutorial, WordPress aspects and features. First, if you want to change your current theme, go to Appearance and choose whether to go with the Bluehost design editor that we talked about before or just a simple theme installation. To do the latter, go to Themes, click WordPress.org themes, and search for the one that fits your needs. WordPress offers hundreds, maybe even thousands of free templates, so you should be able to find something specific. My advice is to use this filter right here. You can toggle the features you need and see only designs that have them. This can save quite a lot of time. Also, before settling, take note of the rating that these templates have. It can say quite a lot about the quality of content, and some of them have the most vital features locked under premium, which can be frustrating. We previously created a new page, so the next step would be to edit our menu, maybe hide some pages or create a drop-down list. Well, weirdly, this is kind of a complicated process. You might want to go to Appearance and Menus to manage your, well, menus. This is how it should look if you're using any regular WordPress theme, but there's nothing here. Okay, I see my page automatically appears on the menu, which is great if you don't need anything complex. But to create a drop-down list or to rearrange items, you have to go to the editor. Click on the design itself, select the header, then click here to edit it, then click here to edit the main menu, and only then you can rearrange the menu or change things. Yeah, it's weird. It's an important step since not all users want to show every page in the main menu. The same complex process is for adding widgets like sidebars. You need to go through the Bluehost editor, and to be frank, it feels more detrimental than beneficial. But if you change to any other template, things will go to normal WordPress. Those were my two main problems with this Bluehost approach. So let's get back to the good stuff. What else you can find in this Bluehost WordPress dashboard? Well, if you need support, you don't need to leave. Just click this button at the very bottom to contact Bluehost support agents 24/7. They might not be the fastest, usually taking a couple of minutes to respond, but they do actually solve problems and not just lead you in circles. On the left side menu, I can find more features like Store. If I have the WooCommerce plugin installed, I can see my e-commerce store analytics and settings. It's a useful thing, but since WooCommerce itself comes with a pretty extensive analytics section, it's less useful, at least for me. That said, I do encourage you to try it out and see how you like it if you plan on building an online shop. And if you need any help, I have a video right here for you. The Marketplace tab holds everything extra that you can buy, from specific SEO plugins to premium themes, from e-commerce plugins to Bluehost expert services like migrating your email. Honestly, I really like that Bluehost offers all of this. This sort of means that if you need something more, you don't need to get through third-party providers. Do keep in mind though that these extras are on the more expensive side, but you have to spend money to earn money, right? Moving on to the performance, this is pretty simple. Bluehost comes with a cache-in plugin that automatically activates for your website. By default, it should be on Assets and Web Pages, which means that your content will be saved for 24 hours and Pages for 2 hours. This option is best for blogs where the content is uploaded weekly or bi-weekly. For e-commerce, change it to Assets only. And for the static business landing pages, leave it on Extended. But don't worry, this won't mess up your website even if you choose a strict or more relaxed form of caching. Oh, and if you change something in your website and you can't see these changes, go here and click Clear All Caches Now. It should fix it. The Settings tab is sort of a mix of WordPress, Bluehost, and media options. Here, I can change comment options to disable them entirely or close comments after a specific time passes. There are also content options allowing you to mess with post revisions, though the default values are good, so you can leave it be. There are also options to change what gets auto-updated and, of course, the Coming Soon page toggle. So honestly, skip settings until you are ready to go live. The last thing here is staging. Staging just means creating a copy of your website to test new features or design changes. This tool is included with all Bluehost plans, and to activate it, you need to click one button. After a few minutes, a copy is created, and you can see both a production site and one staging site. Just select this one, confirm the choice, and done. You're now working on a copy. If you look at the very top left, there should be a big red notice showing that yes, you are working on a staging version. Once you've done all changes and are happy with them, return here and choose whether to deploy all changes, changes only to files, or only to databases. You don't need to create a staging site when you start building your website, but it becomes an invaluable tool once your website is live and you don't want to show random broken parts of code to your users. Before we move on, don't forget that my best web hosting discount deals are in the description. We've seen most of the WordPress tutorial part. If we go back to the Bluehost dashboard and click Settings, you can see all of your website information. Now, 90% of these tools are available both here and in the WordPress dashboard that we just went through. However, there's more control here. You can go to Plugins, update, deactivate, or even delete them without logging into the WordPress admin. This is a lifesaver feature if one of your plugins decides to act out and crash your site. Just go here and deactivate it, and the problem is solved. Also, Bluehost plans come with a free Cloudflare content delivery network, which copies your website throughout multiple servers globally, increasing loading times for users that are further away from the USA. To activate it, I go to Speed and just click Add Cloudflare. That's it. After around an hour or so, your CDN should be active. Oh, also, if you went with more expensive plans or decide that you need a backup system, you can initialize it right here. But if you're on the cheapest plan, I suggest installing the Updraft Plus plugin and setting it up with FTP or your Google Drive account. Just follow the instructions, it shouldn't be that difficult. If for some reason you want to delete this website and start from scratch, go to Settings, and there you'll find the Delete Website Permanently option. Even with the length of this tutorial, I can't cover every little thing, so if you need any more help, leave a comment down below. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. That wraps up this Bluehost WordPress hosting tutorial. Don't forget to use the discount links on screen or in the description to save money, and stay tuned for more Bluehost reviews or tutorials.